Finally, the NHL is back and glad to join us there, and I'm having glad to see the NHL season is fully underway and still not fully seasons. So this is my NHL season when we go my NHL when we go to NHL seasons. Then this is gonna be a new season in the NHL. We'll find out will be the road to the 2024 Stanley Cup final will begin. So here we go. Let's get started. Start things off with the Central Division. The number 8 place is will be the Arizona Coyotes. Arizona Coyotes not in the short list there. Last time the Arizona Coyotes made the Western Conference Finals, it was a 2012 name of Phoenix Coyotes before losing the LA Kings. Chicago Blackhawks in 7th place, not short in hand. Chicago Blackhawks not yet certain in Chicago Blackhawks fans. I'm going to take the 7th place. The 6th place is Nashville Predators. Nashville Predators, the last time the Nashville Predators made the Stanley Cup final, it was the 2017 before it fell to the Pittsburgh Penguins. So then I can put the Predators number 6. Winnipeg Jets the 5th. The Jets made it to the Stanley Cup playoffs last season. They lose to the Vegas Golden Knights. So I'm going to Jets get the 5th place. Minnesota Wild, the fourth one. The Minnesota Wild made it to the playoffs as the 3rd place. Last season they lose to Dallas Stars. I'm gonna go Wild and go with 4th. 3 is St. Louis Blues. St. Louis Blues, they won the 2019 Stanley Cup champion. So St. Louis Blues are not made it to the playoffs last season. The St. Louis Blues last 2 years ago they made it to the play. I think 1 year ago. No, I think 1 year ago the Blues made it to the playoffs before it fell to Colorado Avalanche. The 2nd place is Colorado Avalanche. Then this is a bad Colorado Avalanche. They lose to the Game 7 by major offset to Seattle Kraken. So that means I'm gonna go Colorado Avalanche will go to 7th place, and my favorite team, the number 1 place, is gonna be the Dallas Stars in the Central Division. Last season, Dallas Stars make it to the Western Conference Finals before they lose to Vegas Golden Knights. So here's my Central Division, the top 8 teams. My Central Division, 8 Coyotes, 7 Blackhawks, 6 Predators, 5 Jets, 4 Wild, 3 Blues, 2 Avalanche, 1 Stars. So now move on to the Pacific Division. To the Pacific Division, we have the 8th place Anaheim Ducks. Last time Anaheim Ducks made the Stanley Cup Finals, it was 2007. And the Anaheim Ducks won the first championship with the Anaheim Ducks. It was beating Ottawa Senators. So I'm going to put Anaheim Ducks to 8th place and still missed the playoffs. I think the last time the Anaheim Ducks made to the playoffs, I believe it was 2018. Yeah, 2018. So Anaheim Ducks will go number 8. San Jose Sharks number 7. I think San Jose Sharks the last time he made to the playoffs, I believe it was 2019. I believe it was 2019, so I'm gonna check 2019. I don't believe we missed the playoffs in 2020, so I'm gonna go San Jose Sharks in 7th place. The 6th place is Vancouver Canucks. So 3 years ago, Vancouver Canucks they made it to the playoffs. It was in 2020. Vancouver Canucks they upset St. Louis Blues and before losing to Vegas Golden Knights and go to 6th place. The 5th place is Calgary Flames. Calgary Flames is in the 5th place. Make sure the Calgary Flames will be and made it to the playoffs. And then last season they missed the playoffs in the 2 years. In 1 year they made it to the playoffs as the 1st place. They beating Stars and before losing the arch rival Oilers. So I put the Flames put the 5th place. Canucks are the 6th. So Seattle Kraken the 4th place. They last season they made its first ever playoff appearance in franchise history. They winning Colorado Avalanche and they lose to Dallas Stars, and the Kraken are going the 3rd season trying to go make its first ever division title in franchise history. So I'm gonna go to Seattle Kraken the 4th. The Los Angeles Kings at 3rd place. The Los Angeles Kings the last season they lose to the Edmonton Oilers. Lose it twice in 2022 and 23. So we're gonna go LA Kings in the 3rd place. The 2nd place is Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton Oilers are the 2nd place. They made it to the Western Conference Finals in 2 years. 2 years after. 2 years ago. So I put Edmonton on. I think 1 year ago. I think. So I'm gonna put Edmonton Oilers in second place. I'm gonna take Edmonton Oilers in second. And finally, the defending Stanley Cup champ Vegas Golden Knights. The Vegas Golden Knights, they make its first ever franchise history to win the Stanley Cup title last season against Florida Panthers. The Vegas Golden Knights, they make its first ever Las Vegas title in franchise history. So we're gonna go Vegas Golden Knights first. So here's my Pacific Division standings. The 8 Ducks, 7 Sharks, 6 Canucks, 5 Flames, 4 Kraken, 3 Kings, 2 Oilers, 1 Golden Knights. So now time to move on to the Atlantic Division. The Atlantic Division, in the first place is the Detroit Red Wings, the 8th place, the first team, the Detroit Red Wings. Detroit Red Wings last time they made the Stanley Cup Finals back in 2009. So that means trying to go for the 8 teams. The Detroit Red Wings made it to the Stanley Cup Finals was 2009 before they moved to East in 2014. So we'll put the 8th place for Detroit Red Wings. The 7th place is Ottawa Senators. Ottawa Senators is the last team to try and board back to the playoffs in the season. The Senators did not make the playoffs, I think. So it was the Ottawa Senators in the 7th place. I'm going to take Ottawa Senators in 7th place. Montreal Canadiens. Montreal Canadiens, they did that last time 2 years ago. They made the Stanley Cup Finals before the Philadelphia Tampa Bay Lightning. So I'm going to take the Montreal Canadiens to 6. The 5th place is Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo Sabres, the last time they made the playoffs, it was a long time, 12 years. In 2011 playoffs, they lose to the Philadelphia Flyers in 7 games. So, but the 5th place Sabres is still missing the playoffs. I hope so to see the Buffalo Sabres can make the playoffs. I hope Sabres fans don't let them show. The 4th place is Toronto Maple Leafs. Last season, Toronto Maple Leafs finally won the curse. The end of the first round playoff, beating Tampa Bay Lightning before it fell short against Florida Panthers. Is another playoff X6 franchise of Panthers. It was the Florida Panthers in the May. Yeah, the finals. So hope that's fine. Finals, so I think Toronto Maple Leafs will get the 4th. Tampa Bay Lightning in 3rd place. So the Lightning last time they made it in the playoffs and not made it. The Tampa Bay Lightning last year they lose the Maple Leafs and the Tampa Bay Lightning make it a 3rd straight Stanley Cup Finals, being including back-to-backs, being the Stars and the Canadiens. So we put the 3rd place Tampa Bay Lightning. The 2nd place Florida Panthers. Florida Panthers is the 2nd place. They made it the Stanley Cup. The finals it was the 2nd time ever to be dating back. I think it's 1996. So we're gonna go for the Panthers in 2nd place. At the 1st place, we're gonna go Boston Bruins. Last season, Boston Bruins won the President Trophy, and however they lost the upset by the Florida Panthers. They blew 3-1 lead in the favor of the Boston Bruins. So here's my Atlantic Division: 8 Red Wings, 7 Senators, 6 Canadiens, 5th Sabres, 4 Maple Leafs, 3rd Lightning, 2 Panthers, and the 1st is Bruins. Now it's time to move on to the last division. Thanks is the Metropolitan Division. In the 8th place we have Columbus Blue Jackets. 4 years ago, Columbus Blue Jackets won the first ever playoff victory in franchise history, offset Tampa Bay Lightning. And then the last time Blue Jackets made it to the playoffs, it was the 2023, and then they lose the revenge, the Tampa Bay Lightning. So I'm going to take the 8th place for Columbus Blue Jackets, aka the Blue Jackets. I'm going to put 8, Blue Jackets 8. 7 is Philadelphia Flyers. Philadelphia Flyers are the 7th place. I believe in half. They make sure the 7th place of Philadelphia Flyers. So I'm not taking the 7th place for Philadelphia Flyers. The last time the Flyers made it the Stanley Cup, which is, I believe it's 2004. Or no, it's not 2004. I don't think so. The Flyers, I believe it is not. Let's see and check out the Flyers. The last time the Flyers made the Stanley Cup champion. We'll see. Six, I think it's the Flyers in the Stanley Cup Finals appearance was 2010. So the Flyers. The sixth place is Washington Capitals. Last time the Capitals won the Stanley Cup championship was 2018. They beat the Golden Knights and the Capitals. So let's get take the sixth place of Washington Capitals in sixth place. I'm gonna take the sixth place with the Washington Capitals. The fifth place is going to New York Islanders. New York Islanders, I think the fifth place. I think the New York Islanders are gonna make sure to the inside and make it the playoffs. I'm gonna think the Islanders and not see the dynasty continues. So I'm gonna put the fifth place for New York Islanders. The fourth place is New Jersey Devils. New Jersey Devils the last time they made it to the Stanley Cup final. I believe it is 2003 or I think so. I think it was 2012. I think it was playing Kings in 2012, and then Devils won the title. That was 2003. I'm gonna put New Jersey Devils in the fourth place. Pittsburgh Penguins, the third place. Last season, did not miss the playoffs for the first time. I believe it was 2006. Penguins missed the playoffs 17 seasons, including the two Stanley Cup titles in 2008. I think, no. Yeah, 3 Stanley Cup champions during the longest playoff streak in 2009, 2016, and 2017. So to put the Penguins under the third place. New York Rangers, the second place. Last time the Rangers made a Stanley Cup champion, it was Stanley Cup Finals. It was 9 years ago, in 2014. They lose to the LA Kings, and then the Rangers, they won it last time. It was in 1990 for the end of curse with Vancouver Canucks. So the Rangers last season, they lose to Game 7 to the New Jersey Devils. I'm going to take our New York Rangers in the second place. And finally, the first place is going to be the Carolina Hurricanes. The Carolina Hurricanes, I believe we can have been the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm going to make sure to go. So I'm going to go the Carolina Hurricanes win the first place. So my final standings of Metropolitan Division: 8 Columbus Blue Jackets, 7 Philadelphia Flyers, 6 Washington Capitals, 5 Islanders, 4 Devils, 3 Penguins, 2 Rangers, and 1 Hurricanes. Now it's time for the playoffs. Now for the playoffs. In the Pacific matchup between Pacific for first place, Vegas Golden Knights take on the wild card Minnesota Wild. I think we're gonna go sweep for Vegas Golden Knights. Last 2 years ago, I think the Golden Knights met the Wild in the 2021 Stanley Cup. I believe it's the West Division. So the end up Golden Knights win Game 7 against Minnesota Wild. They're gonna beat the sweep. Edmonton Oilers and LA Kings will be another crash of the rivalry. The Edmonton Oilers win twice over LA Kings in the playoff series. So I'm gonna take Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers to make back in the conference semifinals. I'm gonna put Edmonton Oilers in 7 over LA Kings. Dallas Stars to take on Seattle Kraken. This was the rematch of the Western Conference semifinals. And again, met in the Western Conference semifinals. I think we're going to go Dallas Stars again, going to 6 games over Seattle Kraken. Colorado Avalanche and St. Louis Blues. This was the match in the Western Conference semifinals in 2022. And the match of the Avalanche winning 6 over St. Louis Blues. I think the Colorado Avalanche will win. Next up in the East, we got Boston Bruins take on New Jersey Devils. I think Bruins. Last season, the Bruins lose in Game 7. They blew 3-1 lead in the Florida Panthers. I think we're back. The Bruins win in game number 5. I think Game 5 we win the 5 games for Bruins. The Florida Panthers take up. The Tampa Bay Lightning was a brother rivalry. I think that was connected to the Tampa Bay Lightning that swept the Florida Panthers and there's the point to the cup of semis. So I'm gonna take the Tampa Bay Lightning will win again, this time in 6 games over Florida Panthers. The Carolina Hurricanes and the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm gonna upset the Toronto Maple Leafs or win upset over Carolina Hurricanes. New York Rangers and the Pittsburgh Penguins met in the 2022 Stanley Cup First round, and Rangers come back down 3-1 over the Penguins. I think they're gonna go New York Rangers in 7 games again. I think Maple Leafs are gonna get 6 games also. Now the conference semifinals. Starting off in the Vegas Golden Knights and the Montreal Oilers, they met in semi last season. I think when they take the Golden Knights will go back to the Western Conference Finals again. The Dallas Stars take on the Colorado Avalanche. This was the great match of those two teams in the Central Division. However, did not meet in the last season because the Avalanche lose the Kraken in Game 7. I'm going to take my favorite team, Dallas Stars, in 7 over Colorado Avalanche. Other side, the Boston Bruins and Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm going to take the upset for Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm going to knock out Boston Bruins in 7 over Boston Bruins in 7 games. I'm going to upset. And I'm going to take the Lightning in game number 7. Toronto Maple Leafs and New York Rangers. I think when I also 7 games, I'm going to take the New York Rangers in 7 over Toronto Maple Leafs. Now it's my final four, aka the conference finals. We got Golden Knights take on the Stars and Lightning take on the Rangers. So in the first Western Conference Finals, I'm gonna take Vegas Golden Knights will win over Dallas Stars. This was the rematch of the Western Conference Finals. I'm gonna make seed the Dallas Stars and then see the Golden Knights in the Western 2020. I'm gonna take the Vegas Golden Knights. Tampa Bay Lightning and the Rangers is made in the 2022 Eastern Conference Finals. I think the Rangers lose the Lightning down 0-2 the series, so I'm going to take the revenge for New York Rangers. We're going to the Stanley Cup Final. And my Stanley Cup Final, Vegas Golden Knights take on the New York Rangers. So, I'm going to go, the Vegas Golden Knights will win a back-to-back Stanley Cup champion. They did the first no, they not. I didn't see this. Yeah, the back-to-back champs, like in 2016-17 Pittsburgh Penguins, and the 2020 to 2021 like Tampa Bay Lightning did. So I'm gonna Vegas Golden Knights in the sweep in 6 games. So hope you guys join this video, and the next video I'm gonna make the NBA playoff predictions, as well the in-season tournament predictions. And then the NFL Week 3 predictions get ready soon. As well, I got the NBA those intros, there's 4 intros, outro, intros, yeah, TNT, ESPN, and ABC. However, on the Thunder Spurs in 2016 Game 1, because of copyright in the highlights, that's not the music, it is the video. So hope you guys join this video. Now I'm gonna make it. The NBA playoff predictions will be soon. So sign off and peace out. Bye.